said, win or lose, Anderson Silva will know he's been in a fight.
Chael hits him again. And again, and again, and again.
Over and over again. He's getting punished by Chael Sonnen.
What Chael Sonnen did to Anderson Silva in the first fight was nothing short of incredible. Anderson Silva has the best takedown defense in middleweight history, and Chael Sonnen took him down at will.
And it's shot. And it's down again. Down again. This is where Chael Sonnen shines.
I expected more resistance.
In his entire UFC career, Anderson Silva had only been on his back for 10 minutes. In one fight, Chael Sonnen held him down for almost 20 minutes.
Chael Sonnen is one of the very best in the world at grinding and beating guys up from the top position.
It was pure defense from him, pure offense from me.
Another big shot by the challenger.
Anderson Silva has the highest strike percentage in UFC history, but in their first fight, Chael Sonnen landed 256 more strikes than Anderson did.
Oh, my!
There, Anderson just got hit 4 times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is more shots than Anderson Silva has taken in his entire MMA career.
In the end, though, only one statistic matters, and that is that it was the latest stoppage in UFC history. And the man who was on the short end of every stat in the fight was the one who took home the belt.
Triangle, watch out, triangle! It's in trouble! It's in trouble! He's had it! It's all over!
I finished the Chael Sonnen. That's it.
Anderson, the Spider Silva, remains the UFC middleweight champion!
But you know who really wins? Us. Because we're going to get to see them do it again.
I destroyed Anderson Silva. I am giving him the opportunity to redeem himself.
How you break your face, man? How you break your face, man? Why you break your face?
UFC middleweight champion Anderson Silva rematches with top contender Chael Sonnen. Former light heavyweight champ Forrest Griffin aims to break the tie in his rivalry with retiring Hall of Famer Tito Ortiz. Former Strikeforce champ Kung Lee goes toe-to-toe with knockout artist Patrick Cote. And submission expert Kim-Maia makes his welterweight debut against the dangerous Dong Hyun Kim. The countdown to UFC 148 starts now.
Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen, UFC middleweight championship is on the line. Here we go.
In August of 2010, Chael Sonnen, a longtime middleweight contender riding a 3-fight win streak, challenged the top fighter in the world, Anderson Silva, for the UFC middleweight crown. For 23 minutes, the underdog seemed poised to make history.
Chael pushes forward again.
Got him down again.
Man, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Chael's turning it on now.
I passed his guard repeatedly. I mounted him repeatedly. I went from 4 submissions than he ever went for.
Then, with just 2 minutes remaining to retain his title, the champion struck.
Triangle, watch out, triangle. It's in trouble. Can he choke out Chael Sonnen? Can Anderson Silva finish this fight?
He's got his legs across. That's what's
He's got it. It's all over. Anderson, the Spider Silva, remains the UFC middleweight champion.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Nogueira Brothers. Jiu-Jitsu.
Everything that could have went right for Chael did, and everything that could have went wrong for Anderson did. But Anderson still won the fight.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut sometimes. Good for him. A triangle choke is the refuge of cowards. I would never stoop to that level. I would never wrap my legs around a man's head and then feel good about myself.
2 months after the fight, Anderson revealed that he'd entered the octagon with damaged ribs.
The doctor talked to me, hey, no, go for the fight. You have the problem. But for UFC, for my fans, I go for fight.
He's like, the show must go on, man. I gotta fight.
I don't make excuses. I don't cry about my ribs. If I got an ailment, I'll keep it to myself.
I don't talk nothing. I broke my ribs. I finished the fight. That's it.
When Anderson talks about his ribs, here's the deal. His ribs have the same problem that his hands and his feet have. They're attached to a cowardly charlatan.
I don't know, maybe Chael have the mental problems. Too much mental problems.
It's the only game I know how to play. I grew up in the country. We just worked. We had chores and animals to take care of.
The commission need you to check more. This guy is too much problems.
Anderson's got to defend himself.
People are saying, does he deserve an immediate rematch?
Anderson taking multiple shots here.
And that's the kind of stuff that Chael Sonnen does. He's never going to let you rest.
Chael was in his most dominant position for 20 minutes of that fight.
Oh, big shot!
Big one!
And what I feel is that if you can't finish your opponent when you're in your most dominant position for 20 minutes, you don't deserve a rematch.
The things I have done and said about Anderson Silva warrant and demand a fight, and he did the opposite like a true bully would. He backed down like a coward.
I don't like this. I don't like it. I'm the fighter. I'm no politic man. I go for inside the octagon. I go for the fight.
He's scared. Get in the ring, put in your mouthpiece, and do your job. Live with the result.
Anderson defeated Vitor Belfort. And Yushin Okami. While Chael took out Brian Stann.
And again with a big takedown.
Oh, big shot. Really teeing off here. He's going for an arm triangle on the opposite side. That's how you hold it.
And Michael Bisping.
There's that power double again. Second to none. Solid shots by Sonnen.
In such a smothering style.
He came back, he's won 2 fights, and he's up there. He's knocking on the door again.
The rematch will happen!
I didn't think he deserved an immediate rematch, but he's beating the top fighters in the division, and he deserves a rematch.
You want to know why I get the shot? Because I'm taking the shot. You want to know why I have a black belt? Because I say I'm a black belt. And if you don't think I am, then come take it, tough guy.
Nobody has ever been able to have 14 consecutive wins in the UFC. And after beating Chael for the 2nd time, he'll have his 10th consecutive title defense.
I don't care about Anderson's mystique. This whole thing's fake. This whole thing's a creation of the media.
Silva is the best in the world at 185 pounds.
Who'd this guy beat? A math teacher from Ohio?
Silva trying to finish it here. Another knee. And down goes Franklin.
A couple of unathletic and slow light heavyweights? Who did he ever beat? A one-legged Canadian and a whole bunch of guys that aren't even with the company anymore.
For 5 years, I have the belt.
Who can stop that man?
I train hard. I put my protecting my... For 5 years. I don't know. It's crazy.
I've called his manager on the phone. I told anybody that would listen, just have him hand over the belt. We don't have to do this. You put out your little fake story about your little fake injury on your ribs and people believed it. We'll put another one out. They'll believe that one too. Hand me the belt and walk away and we'll forget the whole thing. But he wouldn't do it. Easy way or hard way, either way. I leave with the World Championship.
The guy's delusional. The guy has mental problems.
I will slap his manager as quick as I will slap his wife on the ass if she doesn't make me a steak medium rare. Just the way I like it.
The problem with Chael is the scare for the fight. The Chael have 2 arms, 2 legs, but it's more important Chael not have this.
This is pleasure. I don't like this guy. All of us can relate to somebody in the office that they'd really like to go outside with and beat up, but they can't. In my profession, I can.
I'm ready, Chael Sonnen. Inside the octagon, you don't have nothing for talk. You need to fight. I'm ready for fight, bro. That's it.
Anderson Silva entered his first fight with Chael Sonnen, a 4.5-to-1 favorite. But that meant little to the challenger.
I saved Anderson's job. Uncle Dana was going to give him his walking papers, and I begged him, keep him around. Keep him around for one more fight. I will retire this guy.
Before that fight, I made it extremely clear. This won't be close. I called it ahead of time. I told anyone who would listen, which was the whole world when I talk, as you know. I will stomp this guy.
This isn't a fight that's going to be tit for tat. People say, Chael, you're getting ready for war. Guys, this isn't going to be a war. This is going to be a one-sided pounding, and I'm swinging the hammer.
Ele vai ter a oportunidade dele no dia da luta e mostrar que tudo isso que vem acontecendo comigo é tudo mentira. Ele pode provar isso, ele vai ter essa oportunidade.
This is the main event of the evening. Here we go.
He comes out with his hands down. That's just an amateur move. The guy's skills are so childish, and guys let him get away with it.
Oh, yeah, he rocked him. He hurt him. Big shot by Chael Sonnen. Oh, my goodness. He hurt him again.
I have warned the training. A lot of guys shot my face. It's fine.
And again. Anderson with his hands down, Joe. And shot. This is where Chael Sonnen shines.
The main thing that surprised me in the first fight was Anderson was his level of resistance.
He's hitting him with some big shots. Catching him every time. He's got his back.
I expected more resistance.
Oh, my.
I passed his guard repeatedly.
And Chael hits him again. He's getting punished by Chael Sonnen. Oh, big shot. Big one. Round 1 to Chael Sonnen.
You're doing fantastic.
Fantastic might be an understatement.
Now we're in the second round.
Anderson Silva quickly comes down in round 2. Nice leg kick by Anderson.
This is where these Brazilians find out, you know.
And he's down again. Down again.
They were told their whole life that if they come to martial arts class and teach you how to fight off your back.
Silva, 11-0 in his UFC career. But getting fast. Big left hand by Sonnen.
I'm no wrestling. I'm the kid. I play soccer. Chael train wrestling. It's good wrestling. But not for good for UFC. Not for good for fight for the belt.
Pay attention with your legs. Move your legs, let's go.
Back on the feet for the start of round 3. Big swing by the champion.
Okay, here we are in the third round, and it looks a lot like the first or the second.
Chael pushes forward again. He's got him down again.
He's on his back again. He's offering no resistance. Oh, there Anderson just got hit 4 times.
Anderson taking multiple shots here.
This is nothing. I'm no cut, I'm no nothing. Chael hit me, but no win. Chael hit me, take down me, but no win.
Longest win streak in UFC history is in serious jeopardy.
You got all 3 rounds. You are aware of this, okay? You don't let up focus at all. You keep doing what you're doing.
Você tem que se mexer.
You gotta move, Anderson. You have to move.
Right out to take the center of the octagon, kick to the body by Anderson. Elbow buckles up. Here comes Anderson Silva.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go dance. I love it.
Sprawl. Chael's got him over. Reversal. How good was that? That's wrestling, baby. He's taking some bombs here.
Keeping him on his back, you know, I don't know if that was an advantage or a disadvantage. You know, eventually, he's on his back long enough that he finally figured out what to do down there.
Another round for Chael Sonnen in the books. This is 4-0 in my opinion.
Talk to my coach, the corner. Hey, I need you to go, man.
You do not stop fighting, okay? No matter what, this is what we expected.
I didn't know what round it was. I had fatigue issues. I had pain issues. I had blood issues going into my eyes.
Gentlemen, last round, let's fight! Fifth and final round! Oh, he tagged him! Again, he got him! Unbelievable!
Here we are in the fifth round in the closing moments.
Are we 3 minutes away from having a new champion?
This is desperation time. This is do or die.
I'm thinking about trying to get my body where it should be. I'm thinking about surviving the fight. The one thing I'm not thinking about is the fact that Anderson Silva's had a hold of my wrist for the last 20 seconds.
Look the arm. You see? It's too much donkey. Come on, man.
It's my job to get wrist control, and I know that, and I just didn't do it.
11-fight win streak could very well be coming to an end. A record-setting win streak. Watch out! Triangle! This is trouble! This is trouble!
I have the one chance for this. I put in the arm, go fast for the triangle. Is the magic moment in the fight.
Can he choke out Chael Sonnen?
Once you're caught in that, you're in a lot of trouble. I mean, you are in a lot of trouble right now.
Chael Anderson Silva! He's got his legs across. That's what's... He's tapping it! It's all over!
Right here, apparently I tapped. It's very hard to see. A lot of people thought I didn't tap.
Wait a minute, what's going on here? Did he tap? Josh Rosenthal has stepped in. What is going on here? Oh, no.
I remember the crowd booing and being very upset as though it was a bad stoppage, and it wasn't. I think they just couldn't see the tap. Yeah, right there, the referee says you tapped, and I say to him, I believe you.
Congratulations for Chael. It's the 5 rounds. Punch my face. Punch, 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 but more important, no, they finished the fight.
Losing that fight was devastating. I put everything in this. I do not feather my nest for a fall. I do not go out there for any other reason than to get my hand raised. None. Zero. I'm out there to win. Period. If I don't, it is devastating.
I go back to home, my little son talked to me, Dad, you is real Spider-Man. I love it.
Practices every day, regardless of weather, conditions, appetite, attitude, how you feel. I never call in sick. I definitely wouldn't miss a snow day.
Down lower. What we're trying to do with Chael is we do what's called functional movement with strength and conditioning. So what we do is we take his body off center, i.e. a hill, snow, rain, whatever adverse conditions we can find. We put Chael in those situations, and then we put something heavy in front of him and make him move it.
Go, right away, Chael. Right away, come on. Come on, drive forward, Come on, move your feet faster. Get going. Faster feet, let's go.
I think Anderson is going to have quite a surprise. There's a new Chael coming, and he's a freight train.
It's very important for my legacy. This is very important. Finish my career and top.
Nobody has ever been able to have 14 consecutive wins in the UFC.
So long, so dangerous, so versatile. The best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. Anderson, the Spider Silva.
After beating Chael for the second time, he'll have his 10th consecutive title defense.
And still, the undisputed UFC.
I listen to Anderson's interviews and it makes my stomach sick. He talks about his legacy. Nobody cares about him.
My question is to Chael Sonnen. I'd like to know what is the impression you have had, your very brief impression of Rio.
I don't have anything against the Brazilian people. I got something against a Brazilian that's sitting a few feet from me. And maybe over the couple other gentlemen, but your women are all okay with me, so feel free to give me a call or pay me a visit. But, you know, as far as my impression, it's a lot like America. You know, when I was a little kid, I remember going outside, I sit around with my friends. We talk about the latest technology and medicine and gaming and American ingenuity, and I look outside and Anderson and the Brazilian kids are sitting outside playing in the mud.
Chael não respect nothing, não respect Brazil, não respect my family. It's a problem.
You want to know how I got into the country? Huh? Right there.
He's offending a lot more than just Anderson. He's offending a whole country.
I hope my comments have been received negatively. I hope it offends you. If you tell me it did, that will warm my heart. I've got all sorts of threats in Brazil. If they want to follow through on it, go ahead. Send anybody you want. Just don't send anybody you want back.
Good job. Chael talk too much. I go for the fight. I don't need to talk nothing. I need to train hard.
Chael's biggest danger is going to be inside the octagon. I think Anderson's going to knock him out.
He caught him and dropped him, Mike.
I destroyed Anderson Silva.
He's bringing it as promised.
If he can hit me a few more times, he won't take the win, but he should still feel good about himself. If he could just go out there and do a little bit better against Chael.
Chael have one more chance for a lot of talk, boo. But my opinion, she is the big donkey. It's no fight, it's the big donkey. But that's okay. I punched the face the donkey.
The accuracy is just insane. Anderson Silva is a different kind of striker.
My strategy for this new fight, the Chael, is the same. I train my Muay Thai. I train hard my Jiu-Jitsu.
We've worked a lot of submission defense, obviously, since the majority of Chael's losses in the past have been through submission, in particular triangle chokes, and that's one of the areas that I have expertise in. We've also worked on increasing his submission game, which came out in the Brian Stann fight, which was his first submission in all of his fights.
He's going for an arm triangle on the opposite side. He steps over. He might go out.
Make it a boxing match. I'll find a way to win. Make it a kickboxing match. I'll find a way to win. I'm not going to play a dance-off with him, but if he wants to make it a combative man sport, I'll do it.
I don't change nothing. I'm the champion of the UFC. This is me, Anderson Silva, the champion of the UFC.
The best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet. Anderson the Spider Silva.
I have my personal strategy. I go for punch the face the Chael. I frustration the Chael. Chael go back for the lap, the mom, cry. That's it.
Triangle, watch out, triangle. It's in trouble. It's in trouble.
It's my 25 minutes versus his 25 minutes. Who can push harder, longer?
You can't be just good off your back with a guy like Chael Sonnen. You got to be a murderer.
Who's tougher than who? Who wants it more?
Chael punch. Chael punch. Chael take down. Take down. Okay. You ready? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Finish. That's it. How you break you face, man? How you break you face?
next, the final face-off for an MMA legend.
Tito Ortiz!
It's very important for Tito to win this fight. How do you want to walk away from this game?
When I take my gloves off and I walk away, that's it.
UFC 148 will not only crown a new champion, it will be the swan song for one of the sport's longest reigning title holders.
He is the Huntington Beach Bad Boy! Let's get on! Light heavyweight title fight is underway. Tito!
There's a tap! There's a tap! It's over!
I'm now the world champion, so you guys better look out. There's a new cat on town.
Ortiz!
5 title defenses at light heavyweight division. No one's ever done that.
Tito Ortiz remains the light heavyweight champion.
Almost 5 hours in the octagon of fighting. 5 hours.
It was like 2.5, almost 3 years where he was an untouchable.
The best pound-for-pound fighter in the world you're looking at, baby.
I was fighting $300-400 when Tito was champion of the world.
Tito Ortiz becomes with this victory a legend of the octagon.
He's going to be a Hall of Famer, I'm sure, a future Hall of Famer.
I've been at the UFC since day one. I never had an amateur career. I started UFC 13 as an amateur, 0 and 0. I never had a father when I was a kid. My father was hooked on heroin. I was a kid who was dying for attention. I was dying for affection, dying for loving.
Do that if he wanted to stay standing. Good quick move by Ortiz, who rains down some elbows. And Ortiz popping away at the head of Albrecht.
I fought my first time. Stopped the guy in 22 seconds.
Oh, some bad ones to the face, and finally the corner throws in the towel.
Came back to a local bar in Huntington Beach that I usually had to wait in line to get in. Didn't have to wait in line anymore. Security guy in the front goes, "Hey, that's Tito Ortiz right there. Get up here, man. Who you with?" I called my buddies. Walked in, went to go order a beer. Went to the bar, and some guy was like, "Hey, that's Tito Ortiz. Drinks on me." Wow, this is pretty cool. It was love that I always missed as a kid, something that I was always dying for. True fans right here, true fans. I've grown up, I'm a man now. I'm not a kid.
About a month out of this fight, I had a partial tear on my ACL and a partial tear on my LCL. I had a little back injury with a bulging disc in my, between L4 and 5 in my back. Hit him with an inside kick, and I felt like I broke my foot. I think I might have chipped my elbow bone.
I've been through 15 years of torment. Mental torment, physical torment.
Well, it's time for surgery. Back surgery. I'm gonna get it done. And I'm scared.
I've been through 4 major surgeries. I had ACL replacement, L4-5 S1 fused in my lower back, C6, C7 fused in my neck. 33 years old, I don't think I should be getting back surgery. 50% of my meniscus is gone.
It's going to make me 100%, so all you fans are going to understand this is the guy you got to thank.
It was hard when I left my house to come to this camp. I packed my clothes. It was the last time I'm making the trip up to Big Bear. And just saying those words, I was just like, this time gone by that fast. 15 years.
Being up here in Big Bear tells me his attitude's going in the right direction.
You don't want none, baby. If he wants some, he's going to get some.
He's going to be walking out to pasture, so he wants to walk out with his head high and with a W.
There's nothing around. There's one movie theater, a Denny's, a couple of small Mexican restaurants, and a lake. Everything else is an hour and a half away, 2 hours away. That's what warriors do, man. They get away, they put themselves in isolation, and they train on something that they love to do. And I love to fight.
Inside. Oh, nice.
You got to get mean, you got to dig down deep. That's where his head needs to be, and I feel it's there. We wouldn't be here in Big Bear if it wasn't there.
Woo! Walk around. That hurts, but it's worth it.
My mind is set on UFC 148. To come in and do my job
in a devastating manner. When I walk away and people go, holy Tito Ortiz shouldn't be going anywhere right now.
That's a solid guillotine by Dennis Deep. Trying to jump up. Tito Ortiz has beat Ryan Bader.
This is his last hurrah. It's going to be an emotional thing. I don't see water not coming out of his eyes. I don't see tears not falling because he's a passionate guy that loves his sport, helped build it. I think it's going to be a very emotional moment. Very emotional moment.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be real hard. When I take my gloves off, when I put them in the center of the octagon, and I walk away, that's it.
I gave my life and soul in this octagon, blood and tears, for the greatest fans in the world, MMA fans. If it wasn't for you guys, I couldn't do what I do in this octagon.
I truly believe it's ideal for him to beat Forrest Griffin and walk into the sunset.
When Forrest Griffin traveled to Rio de Janeiro to challenge former light heavyweight champion Shogun Rua on his home soil, he had more than his dangerous opponent on his mind. His wife, Jamie, was 9 months pregnant with their first child.
She was supposed to have the baby about 2 weeks after that, but as fate would have it, she actually started going to labor that day. I would definitely say that the problem with that fight was not my wife being pregnant, it was more Shogun hitting me in the head. That's probably where that went wrong. Then once the fight was over, I was like, I want to get back, I want to get back.
One thing I want to say about Forrest, his wife is literally getting ready to deliver their baby in Las Vegas right now. We're going to try to get him home as fast as we can.
Go to the hospital, and we were actually there for like 4 days before we had her. Don't have a baby. I wouldn't recommend it. Just adopt one. I mean, they really just come right out of there. It's crazy. But the baby's healthy, she's fine, everything's good. Being a father, and I think especially a little girl, too, does change you. And yes, by change you, I mean make you a wuss. You find yourself doing things that, like, if you were to watch yourself doing, you would want to just hit yourself in the head and go, what's wrong with you?
At the very least, Forrest is compiling material for another of his best-selling self-help books.
Here's what you do. First of all, you find a baby. Let's say it's crying. They do that a lot. You got 2 options. 1, find something soft and set it there. 2, find something with soft breasts and give it to them. Hopefully that'd be a woman. They seem to know what to do with those babies. Bam, right here.
At UFC 148, the new father will enter the octagon for the first time since August of last year, but he's well acquainted with his upcoming opponent.
Seems pretty apropos, seems poetic. We're 1-1, we've had good fights.
Forrest comes out swinging. We have ourselves a fight.
Both fights were controversial. One fight went one way, some people thought it could have went the other, and vice versa with the fight after that.
I beat him the first time. They gave him the fight the second time.
He's already up in Big Bear, huh? That's intimidating. That's scary right there. He knows it's going to be his last straw. He's taking it serious.
You're going to have 2 lions fighting there. I don't think it's going to be that technical of a fight. And I don't think it's going that long. It ain't going 3 rounds.
You know what you're getting when you step in against Tito Ortiz. I don't think anything is going to surprise me, but there's definitely some things that are going to be tough to deal with. A good wrestler that comes down low, ready to throw bombs.
This is Tito's bread and butter. Inside your guard, throwing elbows.
Forrest is accurate 100%. I'm a great wrestler, and I'm going to throw bombs. Can he withstand the pressure? Can he withstand the speed? Can he withstand the power?
If you want some, you're going to get some.
He's still got a good overhand right. Nice shovel hook. That good knee is actually a good tie punch.
He ain't gonna run away from me as Machida did. He's gonna stand in the pocket and he's gonna fight.
Now Tito fires back. Good left hand by Tito.
Fans wanna see a fight. Me and Forrest are gonna put on a fight.
Front kick to the face.
What makes Forrest dangerous is his knowledge of Tito. Forrest and Tito know each other better than anybody else. They spent 30 minutes together trying to kill each other.
This fight has gone the
distance. I know what I need to do against Forrest. He kicks at me, I'm taking him down. He punches at me, I'm taking him down.
You gotta go old school and put Forrest on his back. Gotta give those elbows. It's been a while since Tito's put those forearms and those elbows on a guy's head.
Big punch by Tito Ortiz.
You better learn how to get off the floor. I'm gonna destroy his face. He's gonna feel what punishment's about. I'm gonna put him through hell. This fight for me, it's my whole legacy. It's what I've been doing the last 15 years. UFC 148, you'll see my hand get raised.
Before the two grudge matches, two of the most lethal strikers in MMA will square off.
Cung Le versus Patrick Cote. Cung Le was the Strikeforce middleweight champion.
We have a new Strikeforce middleweight champion. His name is Cung Le.
Patrick Cote comes into this fight with a 4-fight winning streak. Patrick Cote has a nuclear bomb of a right hand.
Oh, down goes Le. Up in right hand. Caught him. Cote caught him that time.
I have a good power in my hands. I'm a technical striker.
Oh, kick to the face. With a good exchange here.
He's got a good right hand. You know, he's got a good left hook. It's good inside.
Patrick Cote presented a formidable threat when he faced Anderson Silva for the title.
Smile on the face of Cote.
He fought one of the most dangerous strikers in the game.
Oh, Cote lands a spinning back fist.
And stood in the center of the octagon and made Anderson come to him.
Patrick Cote the leg though, off as they come. Good elbow from the bottom.
And it was a very frustrating fight for Anderson Silva.
Oh, everybody knows my style. I like to strike. I like to stop my feet. So that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Expect a cavalcade of kicks. We're seeing it early on.
Cung Le has a whole repertoire of wild knockout strikes. 360-degree spinning back kicks, wheel kicks, axe kicks, front kicks, punches.
And he is putting on a video game-esque show here with these kicks.
There's got to be very careful, you know. This guy's got lethal legs, he's got good arms.
Having to contend with the unorthodox. Everything is unorthodox about Le.
My style is a lot different. It just causes a lot of problems when you're just a traditional fighter that throws roundhouses and punches and, you know, goes for the takedown. There's all these different kicks that come from different angles.
This is one dynamic fighter, guys. Have you guys ever seen someone like Cung Le in MMA? This guy's amazing.
Lee is a former Sanchow world champion and is undefeated as a kickboxer, with 12 knockouts amongst his 17 wins. His finishing rate in MMA is even higher.
Every single fight that I have won in MMA is by TKO or by KO. I definitely want to test his chin.
He's going to stay on his feet and try to knock me out, for sure. I've never been rocked in my life. I've never been knocked out in my life. I will take everything that he will give me, but I will give him back for sure.
That one straight down the pipe. Good up. Patrick Cote's got a rock. In fact, he's in trouble. Reaches down. Cote trying to finish. That's a wrap. And it is Patrick Cote.
Cote began as a boxer in the Canadian Army and has earned 2 knockout of the night bonuses in the UFC.
Cote likes to bang, so those two will probably go out and just let him fly, and somebody's getting knocked out.
losing is not an option for me. You know, I train to win. I did all this sacrifice to win. I don't do that to be second.
I'm going in to win, and I'm gonna fight my heart out.
This has fireworks written all over it.
Dong Young Kim faces Kim-Maia in Kim-Maia's welterweight debut. Kim-Maia, of course, is one of the most spectacular jiu-jitsu practitioners in mixed martial arts, a multiple-time Brazilian jiu-jitsu champion, including Abu Dhabi champion, world champion, just one of the most highly decorated submission artists in mixed martial arts today.
Trouble here. Can he finish?
Dong Young Kim is an outstanding judo player who has really worked very hard on developing his striking and his kicking technique as of late, and it's shown big, big results inside the octagon.
I have power, but he has showed more punch power in his fights because I'm more like technical stand-up fighter, like touch and move and try to take down, and he's more powerful, one punch, but I think he has power too.
한국과 미국에서 블랙벨트와 같이 매일 훈련을 했다고. 주짓수로 대결을 해도 내가 절대 밀리지 않고 태울 받을 자신 있다.
Dong Young Kim is one of the best grapplers in the 170-pound division and has shown over and over again that with his outstanding judo skills, is able to take guys to the ground, utilize that ground and pound, and control the clinch and control the takedowns and beat some very high-level guys.
I've been training all my life to control opponents on the ground, so I don't worry about that.
For Kim-Maia, it's a matter of closing the distance, getting a hold of Dong Young Kim, and dragging him to the ground and putting him into his world.
Kim-Maia is one of the best jiu-jitsu guys in the world, period. And it's almost a guarantee. When that thing touches the ground, this guy's probably going to submit you.
I'm comfortable in any situation, but of course I always prefer to take the fight to the ground. It's safer for me, it's my area, is the fight that I like to do, so I always try to take the guys down.
Just to give you a picture of how good Kim-Maia is on the ground, Kim-Maia, who competes at 185 pounds, defeated Gabriel Gonzaga, who competes at 240-plus pounds in a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu match.
Maia has 8 submissions amongst his 15 career wins, including 5 in a row in the UFC. But Kim has never been submitted and has only tasted defeat once to current interim welterweight champion Carlos Condit. 6 of his 15 wins are by knockout.
For Dong Young Kim, it's very important that he utilizes his speed, his footwork, and his excellent judo technique to try to keep this fight standing.
유도와 그라운드 다 자신 있지만 UFC 팬들을 위해서 화끈한 타격전을 보여주고 싶습니다. 온몸이 무기다. 전혀 내가 밀린다 생각 안 하고 있고.
I want to keep winning, go to fight for the title again.